That report from Delano D'Souza, who joins me now on the set. Delano, we heard there in your piece that there is really a lot of mistrust on the part of the people of Haiti toward the international community.
That's right, Jamie. Whether we're talking about gang leaders or simply people on the street, they often reiterate this term, Haitian solutions to Haitian problems. As you mentioned, there is this deep mistrust in the country to outside and even regional interventions. And this dates back to Haiti's troubled past, particularly if we go right back to its colonial past here with France. France's rule of Haiti was particularly ugly. Haiti was the first black country to rise up and gain independence right back in 1804. But that independence came at a cost. They had to pay reparations to France right up until 1947. Then you had the U.S. invasion for about 20 years back in 1915, brutal dictatorships, military coups. Then you had the earthquake in 2010 that really brought the country to its knees. You had the United Nations coming in with its peacekeeping mission, the UN peacekeeping mission, bringing back cholera into the country after it had been eradicated for about a century. Then you had the reports of sexual exploitation against women and children by UN peacekeepers. Then you had, of course, the president who was gunned down by Colombian hitmen in the middle of the night 3 years ago, and no elections that have been held since 2016, which brings us where we are today.
Indeed. And what we see also today is that gangs are ruling much of the country. Tell us a bit more about their role in all of this.
Well, whoever thinks that you can keep gangs away from the equation of what happens tomorrow is sorely mistaken. We have been saying that they do control 80% of the capital, Port-au-Prince, and this is something we just simply cannot ignore. The Kenyan police force, whenever they do come to restore order in the country, will attempt to take on the gangs, but they cannot suppress them entirely, given how powerful they are. Now, according to people who know Haiti well, the challenge will be convincing the gangs to lay down their weapons. But how do you do this? Do you integrate them into the police force, for instance? But what concessions do you make with these gang leaders, considering they do control 80% of the capital, and the local police force who are currently taking on the gangs are simply out of their depth? There are some voices who fear, unfortunately, that if you give gangs a seat at the table, given that they're so powerful, they may end up calling the shots in the country down the line.